Jay Morant, donkey of the day.
Okay.
So we starting off with the donkey of the day. All right.
Okay.
Why did he make Jay Morant donkey of the day?
He was in one of our discussions.
Well, let me bring everybody up to speed. So we're going to offer a different perspective, though, on this. Because everybody's reading him. They really mad at him and said, how dare you?
What's this incident?
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
So before we talked about the fact that Jay Morant, young basketball player, offered like over $200 million. Okay. So he's offered a lot of money to play.
Okay.
Okay.
He's young.
Yeah, with the Grizzlies. He's 23, I think. 23 or 24. Okay. So he's young. He's young.
Think back when you were that age.
He's the one that his dad is always in the audience and he almost got in a fight with Shannon. So his parents are involved.
So he comes from
middle class family.
But I'm saying for his dad to get involved, that's in him.
Well, he's involved though. He's involved.
Okay.
So he's not some kid from the street or, some guy struggling to
his dad is invested in him. So he's going to cover his.
Yeah, he's not a kid that comes from the hood and didn't know his father and single mom and he's struggling. He's trying to get rid of the street hood.
This is a dad who's like, look, son.
And he's intelligent. He speaks he went to, he's smart.
Okay.
He's not a hood, but he hang around guys.
Where's he from?
I can't remember.
Okay. Y'all know where he's from. Put it in the box.
So anyway, he was the one that was caught bringing a gun into the club, and you're not supposed to be having guns in the club or having them out like that. So he got in trouble for that. He's the one that was in the strip club. They were showing him in the strip club. I showed you that.
Right.
So the first time he got in trouble, which was like a month ago, I don't even know if it's been 3 weeks ago we talked about this.
It's about a month, over a month.
I think they said 3 weeks ago. It ain't
really?
been that long.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when we talked about it, but he was suspended for 8 games.
Okay.
And then he went on. He had to go to training or some kind of sensitivity training, whatever. So then he went on and had an interview, and he said he learned, it's a lot he learned and he got to deal with. He can't just be doing anything because he's in the position of, kids looking at him and stuff.
It's kind of funny that he's having all these issues and he has a dad.
Right.
Usually people say one parent and dad's missing.
Right.
A void's missing in that kid's like, this dude got a father.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
So that's one. So he learned his lesson. That's what he got on there saying.
Apparently not.
I learned my lesson. I won't do this again. He lost $40 million.
Again, it's got the word suspended on it.
He lost $40 million.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Big lesson.
But he didn't lose his whole contract. Okay. So we like, okay, $40 million from 200. You still got $160 million. Okay. So you good. We keeping you up. You all right? All right. So then, this weekend, he was on Instagram Live with the gun again.
He's not even playing though, right?
They off season. He's not even playing.
No, because it's playoffs, so they didn't make it.
No, so all he had to do is just chill for the whole summer.
Well, that's scary because it's almost like when they're off season or they're done with the season, that's when they do get in trouble.
Well, this guy just got in trouble, so he shouldn't have done anything.
Go ahead.
So his friend was in the car. They was in the Jeep. Him, his friends. And they flexing for the gram.
Sound like he got to get new friends.
Yeah, he flexing up for the gram. You know how they be holding up money and everything, and like, hey, holding their watches up and listening to NBA YoungBoy, and they flexing. Well, his stupid friend has the camera.
Get rid of your friend.
And he turns the camera on to Jay, and Jay holds up a gun. Now, his friend didn't know he was going to hold up a gun, but still.
He on camera, though.
Jay holding up a gun, and his friend put the camera down real fast.
Too late.
Too late. People didn't screenshot everything. That 1 second.
Does he have a gun? Click.
So his team found out about it and suspended him now, and they're gonna go come back and say how long. Now, some people feel like he should be suspended indefinitely, kicked out of the league and all this.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
To me, not enough to kick him out of the league.
Right? They were in a car.
Yes.
Okay. They wasn't in the club like he was last time.
Yes.
Okay.
They was in the car.
Nobody else was harmed.
Some people think he's going to get suspended for at least half the season when they come back. So he'll be gone half the season.
Okay.
People are really disappointed in him. A lot of basketball players, celebrities are making videos and everything. They think he's an idiot. They think he's dumb. They think he's stupid. I got a different perspective.
Okay, before you go to the different perspective,
go ahead.
I'm seeing that other side real strong.
Who would do that and get rid of his $160 million contract?
You got in trouble before for holding a gun up.
Mm-hmm.
Got in trouble before for showing a gun.
Yeah.
You know, in the news, I don't think he's been under a rock.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much gun violence out there.
Right. Why would you have a gun?
Why would you show it?
Right.
Okay. So we get it. You got one, but
right. You flexing
like you trying to sell it. Buy this gun for $200. You flexing it.
You not showing like it's for protection. You showing it like you flexing.
I don't understand how you're gonna protect that.
Okay, I'm getting ready to tell you.
Go ahead.
All right, everybody hold it. Everybody calm and relax and calm down. Coming from the perspective of everybody saying he's an idiot, everybody saying he's an idiot and that he's stupid. Okay. Oh, let me say hello to everybody. Scooby Doo says hello, everyone. Hey, Scooby. Hey. Sheila Price says hello, ladies. Love your content. Oh, hey, Sheila. Sheila's new. Mm-hmm. And Scooby Doo says, donkey of the day. He should be at the end. You are in violation.
Let's hear her side.
All right. Let me tell you why we put him up.
Another perspective.
I don't think he's stupid. Let me tell you what I think is going on with him. If they say he's not on drugs.
We didn't say stupid.
No, people saying he's dumb. Who does that?
Well, not stupid. Okay. Maybe another word where you like, that's you're not thinking.
Some people saying if he's not on drugs or nothing, because drugs would explain it.
Okay. If he was drunk.
Or drunk like or something. Drunk. Okay. But they saying no, he's not on drugs. He
wasn't drunk that time?
Or nothing.
Okay.
I don't think he wants to be there. Let me tell you why.
You think he's pressured by his dad?
Let me tell you why. And you hit it. You said,
"Come on, son."
I told you.
Make that shot.
When we started off, I said he was the one that got in an argument with Shannon.
Yeah.
2 involved.
Yeah.
2 involved.
Is he one of those parents?
So let me tell you what I think.
But then again, people probably gonna be like, okay, you a grown man.
No,
now.
I agree. It's his fault for doing whatever he did. I get it.
No, I'm saying a grown man and not be pressured by your dad.
I'm saying that. He's a grown guy. Okay. He's not a kid anymore.
Okay.
But I don't think he wants that. I don't think he wants the fame. I don't think he cares about.
But he wants to go down that way.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
I bet you he was one of these kids that had to practice all the time, who friends was doing whatever they wanted, and he couldn't. Because he comes from a 2-parent home. I'm not giving excuses.
No.
All right. I'm explaining why.
No. I'm not saying you're giving excuses. I'm going down that road.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking too, some people probably sit back and go, you do enjoy it.
No, hold on.
Do you enjoy the money?
Hold on. I think he likes basketball.
But not pressured like, well, I gotta have rules.
I don't think he likes
regulations,
the fame and the money that comes with basketball.
He enjoys the sport.
I think he enjoys the sport. Because think about it. And I had to think about this logically. You never heard anything negative about him when he was in high school.
Right.
You never heard anything negative about him when he was in college. See, at college level, you still fun.
Yeah.
It's still fun.
They even trying to get kids to be paid.
You still have some notoriety, but not.
You got scouts watching.
You don't have a whole team relying on you. You don't have millions and millions and millions of fans relying on you.
Okay.
You don't have.
So the stakes are higher.
You don't have a whole group of people whose families rely on you making money because you hire people, right? When you at that level, he has a staff. Yeah. He has people who feed their families off of what he does.
He's in an income bracket
and he's 23. So I believe, in my opinion, and I don't know if he's consciously doing it.
Nobody has ever thought that side of it.
I don't think he's conscious of it. I think it's subconscious. I don't think he wants this. He couldn't possibly and still act this stupid.
If the basketball league goes, let's say they get on that journey and they think what you're thinking, then they're probably gonna get rid of him.
No,
why wouldn't they?
I think
if they feel like he's not in it,
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna get counseling. He needs counseling.
Well, you think that first and then see where
he has something that he is acting out that the only way he can do it is by bumping up against what he knows everybody expects him to do. Okay. He's almost like that good kid.
Well, that's not going to hurt. You're right. Counseling's not going to hurt.
He's almost like that good kid that sneaks out the house and goes to the house party, and everybody at the house party is getting drunk and falling out and doing drugs and fighting, and they're there. And they almost get in trouble because they're there. But that doesn't fit their MO. To me, it does not fit. His friends around him don't fit him.
It's like you when you had that situation where you said it was when you was back in school and they came in and they could have gotten you.
Oh yeah, I was hanging. This was at college. Yes, I'm Jay Morant.
Okay,
I'm at college. No reason to be hanging with people in the street.
You're a fun girl.
I'm not even a street person.
No.
2 family parent home, middle class, never been in the streets in my life.
Yeah.
If it was Instagram back then, I would have been doing what Jay Morant is doing, flexing for the gram.
Oh, wow.
So at college, this girl who was funny to me was a street person. And
Mom, bring me some napkins.
A street person. So I'm thinking to myself, she fun. I like fun. I'm funny.
Yeah.
I'll hang with her a little bit. I'm tired of hanging with the people that I'm used to, that's regular college people.
Okay.
Let me hang with a street person.
Okay. Because she's fun.
And she fun.
Okay.
So we was driving. She said, I got to go. This dude I'm talking to, I got to go by there and holler at him. I was like, okay. So we go to, they're at a hotel. And I'm thinking to myself, why is he at a hotel? But anyway, it don't matter. I get out.
Like she didn't meet him at the house or something.
But I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's naive.
And young. So we get out. We go in the hotel. And we walk in. It's him and it's like a bunch of other guys. And they all just sitting around. And when we walk in, they was quiet. And they started like looking. Like they knew her. They didn't know me. So they was looking like, who is this that you bringing over here? And she cool, y'all. She cool. And then they still
any new face in their circle,
but they still wasn't. They don't know you, and they don't know me.
Anything.
So after being there a while and talking, and they saw I was funny and I was laughing, they was asking me a lot of questions about me. Who are you? Where you from? But they was asking it in a way, and these was like the NA words, because I say the NA word, but I'm on here, so I won't say it in front of y'all.
Okay.
These is hood dudes.
Okay.
So they was asking me questions, where you from and what you do, all this stuff. So they could tell by my response that I wasn't a cop.
Okay.
Or they could just tell. You could tell they used to knowing what questions to ask people to know if you're a cop or not.
Insight on who you are.
So when they realized I wasn't a cop, they realized I really am just talking to this girl because she funny. We talk. They started to let their guard down. And then I found out they was drug dealers.
You sitting there chit-chatting.
Because I'm like, and they knew I was stupid because I'm like, why y'all in a hotel? That's probably another reason why they said she ain't street gang.
Okay.
Anybody from the street would know why they was in a hotel. I'm like, y'all ain't got no house or something?
Y'all can meet somewhere.
And they talking about, they was moving drugs from Atlanta, because this was down south in Alabama. They was moving drugs from Atlanta across.
There's some big dealers.
They was the smaller boys though.
Okay.
But they was still,
Okay.
And so they was like, drug dealers. And so I was sitting there going, so how they don't catch y'all or whatever. And it's like, that's how we keep moving. And when we left there, it was like, even then I had the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit said, don't you ever do that again. You are not no hood.
Did they raid them?
But there's no, thank you.
You said
there's no reason for me to put myself in that situation.
Because you imagine you'll be along with them.
But I'm not a street person.
No.
She was. So it's meant for her to be there.
Okay.
That's her dude.
Okay.
Why am I there?
Yeah.
And it was like God told me they get raided all the time.
Wow.
You would have been in it.
You would have been in that raid. See, but
hold on. So that's how I feel about him.
But you're a little different than him, a little.
Well, I don't have $160 million contract.
And then too, sometimes being at that level is attracting knuckleheads to him. Right? Are these good friends of his from years ago?
See?
It attracts. He's a basketball star. Hey, dude, can I hang with you?
And I feel like he wants that life, which is stupid, but he wants that because I don't think he had it when he was growing up. That's exciting to him, to listen to NBA Youngboy and them talk about the streets and all of this, where he don't understand that they talking about something that they live. Some of them.
Yeah.
NBA Youngboy does.
Okay.
At this day, a lot of them are. Okay. The rappers that you hear talk
that's been the big discussion. Are they living what they actually talk about?
Back in the day, no. Okay. They would talk about all that and they wasn't.
Hip hop, you don't stop.
But these rappers today, when they talking NBA Youngboy, all of them, they literally are from the street.
That's their testimony in song.
And these guys from these middle class, even these white kids, they listen to that and they want that life.
And there's some women like bad boys. Yes. They run after these bad boys.
And I think he didn't get in any trouble. He was probably hanging with these same dudes in college. Mm-hmm. He didn't get in any trouble because the spotlight wasn't on him. And also, he didn't have to carry all of these other things that he has to now. Mm-hmm. I believe that it's a burden to him now. And I think he's acting out subconsciously.
Well, here's the thing.
It's almost like he wants to lose it.
Here's the thing. It's like our family members who tell their sons and their daughters when they're a certain age and they're starting a job, you're starting a career.
Yes.
You sign a contract.
You have to dress a certain way. You got to dress a certain way.
Oh, man. I want to be
grow
free.
Up. No, you got
to do a YouTube station.
No.
I want to do rap and music in the basement.
You can't work. Now, you can work at a middle or low class job, I guess.
And do that on the side.
No, I'm saying and wear your pants hanging and all that. You're not going to get hired at IBM or whatever that's out.
And they may not want to be there.
And dress the way you dress, and they're gonna give you millions of dollars.
Well, the bottom line is I think you hit the nail on the head. If the NBA kind of discerns that,
yes,
he does need to sit down with the counselor.
Yes,
he needs somebody to get in that head.
Yes,
and say and see where he's at.
Yes,
and then talk to him and say, do you want this?
Because
this comes with the territory.
I don't think he's any different than a lot of these other basketball players. They just didn't have Instagram. Because Scottie Pippen, he pushed his girlfriend down the stairs.
Dennis Rodman.
I mean, if you go back and look at some of these stories, Michael Jordan, I'll give my Michael Jordan
with
story.
The gambling.
I won't go in detail, but I was at DePaul University.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember me and my friend, she's pretty. Mm-hmm. So, all the guys like her.
Yeah.
And the basketball players liked her. Yeah. And this one particular basketball player liked her. And so he was our end. We was able to get into.
Because he liked her.
Yeah.
So that was your foot in the door to see the other players.
We could go see them. We could go see the Bulls. We could go see anybody. And sit right in the front.
So no, you didn't pimp your friend.
Yeah, I did. Because she's good looking. So one day we said, well, let's go on over to, what's his name? I ain't going to say no names. Let's go to their dorm. Because we was at DePaul. The basketball. And this was when DePaul was number one.
Yes. I remember back in the day.
DePaul, we had the number
winning some games.
The number one NCAA.
DePaul Blue Demons in Chicago.
Okay. So they were celebrities.
Yes.
Mike Tyson, everybody was always at their dorm.
Okay.
And I remember this one particular day, I said, she said, let's go over and visit blank blank. Because we would always go over there and laugh and have fun.
Because he had fun with y'all. Y'all was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Mm-hmm. And we called him on the phone. He said, oh, no, y'all can't come over. Mike is here. Michael Jordan. And I said, Mike.
Was this before the repeats?
Yeah, this is him. No, this is right when he's famous, right when he's getting famous.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember saying, Michael Jordan, don't nobody care nothing about no Michael Jordan. We'll come over. He said, nah, we acting up over here. And I thought to myself, if they had a camera back then.
Social media.
Michael Jordan.
It would mess up a lot of those players back in the day. Yep.
He was like, nah, y'all can't come over here. We acting up over here.
I'm sure they were doing a lot of stuff back then. Before the cameras.
So these guys got to move different. Mm-hmm. They got to move different.
But the thing is, aside from that, people gonna challenge you on this this view of him acting stupid. Because
I'm saying he's stupid. I'm saying why he's still acting
like
stupid.
I said, regardless of how he feels, if he's pressured, he's tired, I want to get out of this. I'm missing my friends. I can't hang out. I can't do nothing. Understand some things you do is just obviously not right.
Yeah.
You don't hold a gun
right
in in your camera shots.
Right.
And you are an NBA player.
Exactly.
You signed a contract. It's like working for a major TV network. And you're on the news.
And you just got in trouble for it 3 weeks ago.
Just got in trouble. So people gonna
No, that's why I'm saying I don't think he wants it.
And we'll see.
I don't think he wants it. I think he really wants them to get rid of him.
Okay, we'll move on.
I think he's like, I made enough money. I'm good. I don't want this. I don't want this pressure.
Besides saying hi to each other. I see that.
Okay, let's go back. Scooby-Doo, you just
twisted.
M. Perk says, oh, it's Mike. Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone. Hey Mike. Emerald says, hi, ladies. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Emerald says, some run from responsibility. That's what I think it is, Emerald. Mm-hmm. I think he's running from responsibility.
He's 23 years old.
I don't think he's stupid. Everybody keeps leading the story off when he's stupid. Why would you jeopardize a $160 million contract to wave a gun? I think he doesn't want it.
Then he needs to get out.
Yeah. He knows.
Because he's putting this team out there too. The spotlight's on his team.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo says he probably never got a chance to be young and enjoy friends. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. M. Perk says too much time, too much money, and too much freedom and no responsibility.
At that young age.
Yes. I think it's too much, honestly, for 23.
One of the things our old pastor would always say, money magnifies you.
It magnifies
whatever you are at that moment, and you get a big lump of money.
And it doesn't matter. You're still that. If he's still at what he is at 23, all that money, the 160 million is just shining a bigger light on it. That's all.
If you're a giver and you love to help people and the money comes in, it's going to magnify you to give more.
M. Perk says, Wendy says, what's up, divas? Hey, Wendy. M. Perk says, this is an old story, has happened since the beginning of time. Yes. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Emerald says, well, Kim, if that's true, he will miss the money when it's gone. I agree.
Yes.
And Sheila says, sometimes parents want to live their lives through their children to take that route. Parents probably never something asked what he wanted out of life.
Thank you.
That's what I feel.
I feel
like that. Because when I started off the story by saying his dad almost got in a fight with Shannon, that was a signal to me. That's a red flag. Everybody else's parents ain't almost fighting people in the audience.
Mm-hmm. They may get upset or uptight,
He's
but they
too invested.
They won't go aggressively.
And I'm not blaming his father, because Jay is a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming his mom. But what I am saying is, a lot of times when we have gifted kids, and I believe that playing basketball is a gift. Everybody can't play at that same level. People think they can, but they can't. Mm-hmm. That's more than just talent. That's a gift to be able to play at that high level. Mm-hmm. And I believe that he was gifted, and they saw it early, and they fed into it. It's like if your child is funny, or your child is you know what I'm saying, is smart or whatever, you feed into that.
I'm hoping that his dad and his parents, all in general, or his circle of family, grab a hold of him.
I'm coming at him different. I know he'll never
grab a hold of him and give him some direction and some tough loving, and get him through this.
I don't believe he'll ever see this, but what I am praying is that if I am right, that God would put this on his heart. Just walk away. It's 160 million. Dave Chappelle walked away.
I don't think
Dave Chappelle walked away.
But that's why I said.
Then he came back when he was ready for it.
But Dave Chappelle never left. That gift never left him.
His gift won't leave him.
No, basketball. You got a certain time frame. He walks away for 5 years.
No, he's 23.
I don't know. That's a tough one because he's an athlete. What y'all think?
I don't know.
If you really. Here's the thing. You said the nail.
You just said it. He can't walk. That's what he. That's why he waving a gun.
No, I'm going back.
I can't walk away.
No, here's the thing that you said. The nail is on the head when you said counseling.
Oh yeah.
Let a counselor, psychiatrist, or whatever sit down with him and talk. Okay. If they got to do him one-on-one, have dad come in, have mom come in.
But y'all have
to hear his heart and where he's at. If he sincerely feels that pressure, like you're saying,
then let him walk away.
Then you let him walk away.
And stop saying
he won't be into it.
And
like
here's the other thing that counseling is going to help him. Stop saying if you walk away, you can't come back. That's what could be pressure too, because you just said it. Dave Chappelle has a career that he could walk away and say, I'm going to come back and be funny later on.
I don't think it's the same thing, you guys. I don't think being a comedian is the same as an athlete.
Let me tell you.
Has time.
Let me tell you why.
Because even with them, people get a concern that they may injure their knee or something even in the season.
But look what happened. We just came from watching George Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
George Foreman, God spoke to him and said,
"I want." That was a godsend.
No, Okay. And he was saying, "You preach my word."
He told him to come back too.
That's what I'm saying. If it's meant,
if it's favor for him,
if it is favor, he's only 23. He could leave for 3 years and come back and still be young enough.
Emerald said the same thing.
He can leave and come back.
Right now, the first thing is first. What you said. Let's see where his heart is.
Okay.
Because if he sincerely wants to walk away from this, he may not want to come back.
But he can't say. The reason why he's saying he can't walk away is because of what you're saying. People are telling.
We don't know. That the psychiatrists figure it out.
No, what you're saying, you can't walk away.
They may not even be in his head. He may think like you.
I'm saying,
if I take a season off, I'm gonna come back. I'll be back. I'm just.
But you saying he can't.
That's my opinion. Emerald agrees with me.
That's
too.
what the people probably telling him.
I mean, to me, it's common sense in some stuff, depending on your sport. George Foreman was an exception because God called him back in there.
Right.
So when God calls you to something, he takes the foolishness of man to confound the wise.
Right.
The wise man will go, you out of shape. You didn't bid out the ring for this man. God says, when I tell you something, when Jesus says nobody can say no. He went back into the ring and he won like God showed his wife in the vision. But most people that are athletes, don't you think, if he goes out of season for maybe 4 years, he comes back at 27, he's already put years on his phone.
All I'm saying is,
not to say it can't happen.
That's what I'm saying.
It just makes it tougher.
So what he's doing is, because I believe that people keep telling him that, he wants them to kick him out.
You think?
Yeah, because if they kick him out, he can go away and get help and go away for a little while, and they'll bring him back in. Because they'll say he didn't walk away. He had to get some stuff straightened out.
That's a tough decision.
See?
I want to stay on him, though.
I don't think he can walk away. Because if he walks away, they're going to say, we spent millions of dollars on you.
But like you said, let's get in his head. Because he may not want to walk away. He may just want to,
All right, well, let's see
maybe
here.
His dad is pressuring him, like we said.
Or his father left his job. You ain't walking away. We didn't quit. Everybody working for you now, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like Whitney Houston when she had to carry her family on her, and her dad was even taking advantage of her money. You know who else walked away?
Didn't Kobe? Kobe walked away. When Kobe got in trouble, y'all, he went away for a little bit. And then he came back, like maybe 2 years or something, and then he came back. Yeah, look that up.
Okay.
So he might have to do a Kobe.
Okay.
Who also started early. Very early.
He went out of high school.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think. Remember, didn't they change that rule where they can't come out of high school no more?
I don't know. But
for
let's
the NBA?
Go. Emerald says, well, Kim, if that's true, he will miss the money when it's gone. That's what Sheila said. Sometimes parents want to live their lives through. Emerald says athletes have a time limit for their careers. Wendy says it's hard, but Ali did it. Yeah, he came back too. Emerald says Jay Morant needs to buckle down and take it seriously. Plus, he should be making investments, have a plan B in case of injury.
Thank you.
And Emerald says they may not want to take a chance and resign him. I agree.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot in jeopardy. But right now, it's like, what's her name that was the Olympics, gymnastics? Mm-hmm. She took a mental health break in the Olympics. And people was mad.
Okay.
Because she was representing our country in the Olympics. So, but everybody was like, nah, your mental health is more important.
Okay.
And that's what she made clear.
All right. Says Kobe had different work ethic. Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. That's why he was able to pivot. He was able to go away and come back.
That's dude getting
Michael Jordan kind of went away. He went away
when his father was murdered.
When his father was
he played baseball, and he went away. Stunk at
but he was not at the spotlight. Wasn't all on him. See what I'm saying? He went away. That was his way of taking the spotlight off of himself because nobody was following him while he was playing baseball.
Right? They talked. They kind of laughed a little bit.
Yeah, but that was his way, and then he came back. But Jay Morant's not Michael Jordan, but he's good though.
And remember in the news, some people was upset because they feel like other people can't do what he did.
Yeah,
he can't just leave basketball and go play baseball,
right?
And they let him on the team.
Well,
so people were like, "Oh, that's not fair because you're Michael Jordan. You get to play in the major leagues or whatever league he was in."
Jay Morant is that good though. He could leave and come back, y'all. He's not a bench player and he's not an average player.
LeBron James though.
He can be.
LeBron James can do that.
No, he's on his way.
I don't know Jay Morant.
You don't know him now, but you will. He's young.
Because everybody knew Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and he's only been in the league for 4 years.
See, so I don't know.
All right, well, let's see. You went back to Jay. You just kicked Jamie.
I'm looking at their comments.
You just kicked Jamie all out. So Jamie's coming back.
I'm glad that he's back though.